to myself, what a wonderful.
So I have the honors of opening up a new podcast here.
It is called DJ Talks.
Yeah, as we previously mentioned. I first have to say, this is really funny. I'm just going to open up on my own topic and randomly start mentioning this.
Okay.
When you were a young age, I mean, for me, for example, I learned that listening to my own voice, I was embarrassed of the way I sound when I rehear it back.
Yeah, it's weird.
And I said I was so embarrassed that I kept saying that over and over again. And somebody at a young age told me, well, you do have a weird voice, Brett. And I go, really? So I think that's why I was shy for so long. I really do.
Because you have a weird sounding voice.
Yeah, and if the more people that say that, the more I guess I won't talk. So I guess that's everyone has to say
your time to shine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brett, you have such a great voice. Keep talking.
I think my voice sounds like a child, but really I'm 33, so it's weird.
Absolutely.
But now we bring you to your hosts, Dee and Jay.
Those two that were talking, I'm Jay.
I'm Dee.
And they were my sister and brother-in-law. They're the two special guests for today.
What's up?
Visiting from Florida.
Extra special.
Yeah.
Welcome, Brett and Jess. Woo!
Yay!
Yeah, we're talking for ourselves.
Yay!
No, there's actually a big audience here. We have like 50 people here.
There's the cameras.
Yeah,
Big family.
They're hiding.
So we're going to start a little segment called Ask Us Anything. And we did have one question online from my friend Carly. She's
Carly.
practically a sister to me, but she asked if me and my sister Dee ever got along as we were growing up, or we were close, or something like that. Or we fought a lot, yeah. Yeah, we were not the closest.
We were close until maybe I hit my teenage years, and then you hit your teenage years. We're 6 years apart, so it's a really hard...
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
6 years is a big difference.
Yeah.
When you're
Seriously.
16 and
Yeah.
she's 10, and...
Oh, Lord.
Take
You probably
me
wanted to
everywhere.
do everything that you
Yeah.
were doing.
Yeah.
So...
She was practically my mom.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a little drastic.
No, but like, you know, that's kind of like 6 years apart is like crazy, you know, big difference. But if you hear mom in the background, that's Mackenzie. But yeah, I mean, we weren't the
We
closest.
didn't get
but-
along for the longest time.
Yeah.
I think we would go like months without talking.
I remember it didn't.
That's sad.
I don't know why. I remember one time we had a fight and I kicked the door or something like that, and I went to the room crying and pissed off. I don't know why.
She kicked the door. She made a hole in the door, and then she was crying.
You made a hole in the
She
door.
made a
I
hole
think I
in the
made a hole in the
door,
door, yeah.
and she went to the room crying because she's like, "I'm in trouble." That was
Oh
like
my
the whole
God.
point. But
Yeah, so that I don't know. I don't know why I remember that, but
I remember
so-
one argument I had with Chris specifically, which, by the way, if you guys can't differentiate the voices, I'm the sister-in-law. This is Jessica.
Yeah, you've already said you sound like you're 13 or something.
Yeah, I sound
Yeah.
like a child.
it's alright.
It's me. But I had a fight with Chris once, and I had some friends over in my room. This was back in East Brunswick when we were little. And I had friends over, and Chris wanted to come and play with us. And I'm like, but no, I'm the older sister.
Right.
You're not allowed in my room, even though we shared a room. All three of us, me, Chris, and Richie. And I remember screaming at my mom, Mom! Chris is in the room! I have friends over! And she's from downstairs. It's his room too! Like, you're supposed to take my side! I have friends here!
Right?
She's like, well, you have to let him play. It was just... Oh, we
That
struggled
was her
so
way of
much.
saying that your brother is your friend too.
Oh,
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
And his friends. Yeah.
And it worked out at the end because now look at you.
I know, we're pretty close. But back then, it's kind
It
of
No,
was
she
hard
was,
back
she was the
then.
worst person in
Yeah.
the world, I'm sure.
Who?
Your mom was. Because she wouldn't take your side.
No. It was Chris who was the worst person in the world.
Oh,
Because he wouldn't let me have my space.
she was to the degree.
Yes,
But
exactly.
like the older you get, it's just everything changes.
Yeah.
Like I'm really close with her now, and I don't know when was the turning point. I
I think
think
whatever happened with mom.
I think like the second time my mom had my stroke. that's when it like really.
I remember that. That was around the camping time that we
Yeah.
went,
Yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
I came to visit
Yes.
from Florida.
Yeah, so that's when we
Yeah.
started to get close.
Yeah.
And it was
Crystal came camping with us. That was the time that Crystal came.
I think so. And Rachel, where is it? Oh no.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
right?
It
It
was.
was.
Yes.
Time,
'Cause
yeah.
That was like 6-7 years ago.
And then me and Richie went to Atlantic City, and we went to a casino, and I had heels on, and I twisted my ankle. It still has not recovered
Really?
to this day.
No way.
I still have a bum ankle.
Wow.
Yeah, still a bum ankle.
Painful tattoo.
You know, what happens in Atlantic City does not always stay in Atlantic
It
City.
doesn't. It follows you to this day.
Yeah.
But now I can say like it's way different. We hang out like every weekend now.
I think it's just like you've both understood each other for all that time. It's, you know, not getting along at a younger age, and then all of a sudden when you get older you start to tolerate and you understand each other, and now look at you both finishing each other's sentences
It's different.
and doing
Yeah.
a podcast
It's
together.
different.
It's different.
And now people are confused who's who on, you know, speaking.
Yeah. But I also think like when something happens like that with your mom, it does like I feel like the only choice is to you have each other.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have like your friends, you have your outside family, but I think when you have siblings, it's like different.
It's a shared grief.
Yeah, like it's like you
Yeah.
definitely know what each other's feeling. Mm-hmm. You know,
It's almost like you're doing what your mom wanted.
Basically.
in
Yeah.
a sense, yeah.
Yeah, you're filling in, and that's what family does in general, is they
Yeah.
fill in gaps where, you know, someone can't fill in, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so I mean that's a whole different podcast about my mom. So
we'll get to it at some
Yeah.
point.
Tune in next time.
Yeah.
on the next episode.
So
But how did you guys meet?
Me and Brett.
Yeah.
So I was losing my mind, and I was unemployed because of COVID.
Oh, I remember that.
I was unemployed for 4 months, and my old coworker Paul reached out to me, and he was like, "Come work for LA Fitness again." This was like month 1 of me being unemployed, and I was like, over my dead body. Month 4, he hit me up again. We still don't have a manager. Come work for us. And I'm like, please hire me. I don't know what else to do. I was like losing my mind, like so bad. And I was like, whatever, I'll do it. And they hired me because I was the previous manager, so it was easy for them. But Brett was he was the personal training director there, transitioning to being a trainer. And I met him the very first day of me going back to work. And
first day back.
First day back,
Wow.
August 3rd. And we've kind of been inseparable since. And honestly, I didn't even notice you when I went in for my interview. I'm so sorry, honey.
I think maybe that's what intrigued me, because, you know, my side of it was I didn't really care anymore because I was in that location, and I'm transferring to a different location, of course, to take almost like a, you know, a decrease in position. And I remember Paul was telling me, he goes, "Oh, so yeah, we finally getting an OM and you're leaving us." And I'm like, "Well, you know, I don't care. I'm doing something better for myself too, so I'm happy for you." He goes, "Oh, but she's a really cute girl. She was our OM before." I'm like, "That's cool."
Oh, there's magic.
Good for you. Yeah, I was like, "Good for you, Paul."
Maybe that's why he wanted you to come in month 1.
You know, Paul's the man. He's awesome. He's like almost like a stepdad. Like he's always taken that role
Yeah.
because I've known him since day 1 of me moving to Florida, and he always kind of just
There's Alexa.
weird,
Another
creepy.
another shows up. Yeah, but I'm honestly like, when you showed up, I remember you were walking in. Of course, we had to wear masks at that point. You had your little Mickey Mouse mask on.
I
And I vividly remember that. And then you had like a black skirt and almost like a dress-looking outfit. And I looked and I was like, wow, Paul was right. She was a very good-looking girl. And you went right back and you were business. And Paul was like, "Oh, you met Brett yet?" I remember. And you're like, "Oh, hi." And just kept on walking.
I was
like,
all
"Jeez."
business that day. I'm like, I'm getting this job because I've been home for 4 months and I can't take it
No
anymore.
distractions.
And she's all business. And remember, as I said previously, I didn't really care. I'm at the point where I'm like training my replacement, which I'm doing out of my own kindness in my heart because I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm interviewing and hiring my own replacement, which that's kind of strange because I really didn't care, but I still wanted to set everyone else up for success. But at the end of the day, after I got my little task done, I spent a couple extra hours kind of hanging out with her at the front desk, distracting her. She's all business, trying to,
Once
really
I was
prove herself
officially
again.
hired.
And there was like numerous times where I just kept asking, like, "Oh, I'm about to go work out." And she goes, "Well, go work out. You're just standing here talking to me. You're interrupting me." And I said, "Well, maybe I'll wait a little bit, and would you want to work out with me?" And I kind of
Can't take the girl out of Jersey.
Yeah, I took my shot and asked her to work out, and there was a couple different days we started working out together. And weird as it is I feel like we just like flirted the whole time. It wasn't even we worked out definitely, but it was just a lot of flirting.
Well, I remember when she came to visit, she's like, I met this guy.
Oh, you remember that? We interviewed you on the phone.
Yeah, that was for Mackenzie's birthday.
Yeah.
You walked out of the room, we interviewed him.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm so
It was
sorry.
like interrogating.
That I don't know why, but I was so nervous for that day. It's because you weren't here. You were in the restroom or doing
had to
whatever
go-
you were
Yeah.
doing.
I was
She
talking to
was out.
Sonia.
Oh yeah,
And I
that's
was-
right.
She cornered me.
Yeah.
I was laying in bed, and next thing you know, I hear 3 different girls' voices or something, and they go, "We have some questions for you." And I go immediately put on some clothes and went outside for a walk. And I took a long walk, and I didn't know where I
Oh
even
my
went.
god, we asked him.
But you gave
so
good
many-
answers.
Yeah.
I tried.
You
I-
gave-
And then
I
she
don't know.
came back and she goes, "We approve." We were like, "We approve." And she
Yeah.
goes, "What are you talking about?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we just called them. Sorry." Like, sorry.
Those
We
answers
took over
were
your
like,
phone. Sorry.
But we
Yeah.
also like threatened him too. We're like, "You
There
heard
was
her."
some, yeah.
We're flying
There
down
was
to
some
Florida.
Yeah, but
I do remember.
I don't see that happening.
Some threats being made. I think I actually came in on that part.
Probably.
Like, what's going on in here? And I'm like, no, everything's fine. They're so nice. They're so nice.
Like, Jess, please help me. Please
Everything
help me.
is great,
Like texting
but
her,
not.
like, "Help."
Where are you? How long is this bathroom break?
Send me your location now.
Oh man, no, but it was funny because we were like, "You make her cry." Or anything.
Yeah.
We're on
We're
the
coming to
first
Florida.
flight out, and we'll teach Mackenzie to bite you. Like, you were like, just full on throw.
And just imagine on my end, that's all just a bunch of names. I'm trying to put pictures to
I
everyone's
had
faces.
no idea who
Oh, yeah,
they
true.
were.
So it's like being on a podcast. Like right now, whoever is listening to this is going like, "Wonder what this guy is, what he looks like as he's
Yeah.
talking." And that's me picturing a bunch of random ladies talking to me, interrogating me. I didn't take it as very serious threats, but I was just kind of like, well, everything I say is being remembered, and I feel like there's
Yeah.
a pad and paper,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Everything is being analyzed.
yeah, it was.
Well,
it was.
We'll give you an A++++.
well,
Once we hung up.
luckily, I'm here now talking, amongst everyone. I got invited here, so
Yeah.
Or as the Jersey people say, yeah.
Yeah.
could have been.
It's funny how we realized that today, that like we repeat stuff.
No idea. We're
Yeah,
just
all the time.
very enthused.
I didn't hit
About
me until you guys
everything,
said something. Every time a customer walks in my job, they're like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "Good."
Yeah.
Like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm repeating myself too much.
True.
Now I'm thinking about is there like double negatives too? So you say it twice, is that a negative? Yeah. You gotta say it 3 times. 3 times puts it back in the positive, and everything's all good.
Yeah.
So Brett, you can't see him, but he has like shark sunglasses on.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah.
Baby Shark.
Baby shark. Oh, sorry, Baby shark.
It's Baby Shark.
It matches,
Mackenzie's
uh,
Baby Shark blue glasses.
Correct.
Matches his shirt.
So
Yeah.
they're from my 33rd birthday party because I'm actually a child.
That's
and
fine.
I never grew up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
We
little
always
creepy.
have our inner child.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
I met a child in a gym, and here we are.
My it's my
Inner
inner child
child.
spirit.
But we were
Thank
talking about
you.
that yesterday. Remember when we were like, we're still adults, but we're still kids.
But that
Like-
came from our parents though, because like I was telling you, when I went to the beach, my dad was being buried. Like that's immediately what we had to do when I went to
Yeah.
the water.
Like they're so involved.
They were in the water with us. Like they weren't the tanning parents, and we just played. Like they were playing, and they were like, "Come on, we're not done with the sandcastle. You have to finish this."
I
And we're
wonder,
like,
I
"Oh, we're
wonder why.
tired."
Like when you get older, it's like your inner child comes out. Did we miss something when we were little that like we want to do when we get older?
I guess,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I guess so.
Well, it's weird because I remember, like everyone goes through. It's not just me, but when you're young, you're in a rush to get older.
That's true.
Yeah.
You are like you can't wait till you drive a car. You can't wait.
Oh,
I want to
that's
get my
right.
own house so I don't have to no one tells me when to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like,
You have it, and it's like, I just missed out.
yeah, that comes so fast. Like, you blink an eye, and
Yeah.
then you realize I'm never going to have that desire to want that ever again.
Yeah.
But,
You're right.
and then, hey, maybe having, like, you would know, having kids, you see, like, you're like, I was just there once.
Yeah.
You're like, I still have that in me. And, you know, I think throughout life, you always have to be constantly learning something, you know, and just evolving as a person and meeting people and having fun and enjoying life and that experience. And I think once you lose that,
Yeah.
then you're old.
Well, I think it's just us all being surrounded with children too,
Yeah.
because
There's a lot of kids. in
my
the
family is ginormous,
Oh yeah.
and you have kids, you have your nephew, just always
There's
being
kids
surrounded by the
everywhere.
youth, and
Yeah.
it's like, wait, I remember this being fun. I mean,
Yeah, you feel like a big brother all of a sudden or a big
Yeah.
sister. And you're
Yeah.
like, let me show you something. This is cool.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have some of these cool toys that kids have nowadays. Like, you know, I was kicking rocks, and now I'm
yeah,
looking
that's
to my
true,
left, and
yeah.
there's a bounce house with balls. And I kind of want to jump in there, but there's a weight limit, and it's not going to work for me. So
we went to Jump yesterday
Yeah.
as adults, not
Yeah.
for a birthday party, just because we wanted to have fun.
Exactly.
But it's funny because we were planning Kenzie's birthday. We do a carnival theme, right?
That's what she was telling
So
me.
we're talking about like a whole like obstacle course, bouncy house, and I'm like, is it for us or is it for the kids? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
there a
it's
weight
technically
limit?
kind of
alright. Oh no, I specifically looked up for adults too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so we can all be part of it.
No,
Might
but
as
we
well
do.
just go back to Jump, honestly.
Yeah, I think we should tonight. Like tonight after this.
Let's
Yo,
go.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
I'm
I've
so
never
down.
been there, and I want to go.
I have the
go.
socks. We're ready.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. No, but overall, I mean, like, you learn from your parents, because, like, however they raise you, and you don't like how they did it, you change your ways towards your kids.
Yeah.
And, like, that's what I'm learning from. Like, my parents were, okay, I mean, they were strict, but, like, you know, they're Spanish. What do you get, you know?
Yeah.
So, for me to do towards Mackenzie and Ariana, you know, I want to be strict towards them, but also be laid back and have fun with them, you know?
Absolutely.
So I
So-
feel like if you say no to everything, I think that's when
They're going to rebel.
Yeah.
You know? So if you loosen up a little bit,
It's like it gives them a chance to trust you, like, you know, to talk to you about anything or whatever. Like, let them do whatever they want to do, but just make sure they tell you what they're doing.
That they're safe.
Yeah, and make
Yeah.
sure they're safe and all that. Like, that's all I care about is they're safe. So,
Yeah, I think every main parent or every parent should have that mindset to have their kid have a better lifestyle than they had.
yeah.
You know, that's pretty much what it is. And some kids have an amazing lifestyle, and it's a very difficult feat to go through. But but you're still trying to give your kid everything and more than you even ever had as a kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the cool bouncy ball set next to me. that I'm looking at, because I never had that.
I think I have warranty on
We'll
it,
take a
so...
picture of you next to the bouncy house.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
I think I have warranty on it, so if you want, you can just jump in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm wondering? Where is my jail cell that Mackenzie kept putting me in?
Oh, the little
tent.
A little tent?
No, Titi, sit.
Stay.
Okay.
I have no idea. I
can't
think it's put away
leave.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, she put me in there one time, and I get up. She's like, no.
Yeah. Sit.
You're in here for eternity.
Damn, sit. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Sorry, I can't.
Can I get out? No. Oh, okay.
I can't leave forever. Thank you.
Oh man. So have you guys been together for how long?
It's gonna be 2 years in August.
Wow. Good for you guys.
Oh, that's true, because
Already.
Mackenzie's first birthday. You're
Yeah,
right.
2 years.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Good for you guys.
It's weird because I feel like I've known you forever, but then I feel like I also just met you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I guess it's going back to saying desire for happiness, and we found something that.
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean marriage is coming?
Well, don't
Yeah.
put him
Why
on
are
the
you looking
spot
at
like
me?
that.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
this guy.
He's saying yes.
Well, there was a reflection through your eyes, so she was looking at me.
Oh, but he said yeah, so that means negative?
Yes.
It wasn't a triple yeah, so it wasn't positive.
Watch your words.
Honey.
Just convince Chris to do it first before you guys go.
Oh, Lord.
13 years in the making.
I think at that point we have to do it the exact same day.
Or you
Hey,
can do
you
that.
know-
Have 2 weddings in one and then have it in the backyard. There
Double
we go.
wedding. Hey,
Should
win-win.
I play the Jeopardy theme song? Because
What
we're
is?
just waiting.
What is waiting for 15 years?
It's all
The
good.
answer
two
is
kids.
Chris.
you're getting a text message. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right?
Why is mine being
Yeah.
brought up like every 5 minutes?
Yeah, just listen to podcasts and you'll find out.
Oh, man.
Next time.
You know, we were talking about the other day how, like, I met Chris before she dated him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's weird.
Because me and you went to chemistry class.
The best.
We literally did
Literally the best.
nothing, and we passed.
Nothing. Not
Man,
passed.
what teacher did you
No,
guys
no,
have?
the
Plus. Like 100.
From the city there?
Like the first 3 semesters, remember?
Yeah.
Like the first 3 semesters.
We got DoorDash. Sorry, guys.
Food's on the way.
Yes. The food's here.
Someone get the food before somebody steals it. I remember like the first 3 semesters, or what marking periods. I don't even know what they call it
I have no
anymore.
idea.
Literally,
Marking
we
marking
just
periods,
sat
yeah.
in the back, chilling, eating,
That's
drinking.
literally all we did.
And
Was
then we got our report cards. It was like B+, A-. So I was like, all right, cool.
No, that's
Until
pretty chill.
the last semester, remember?
Was that senior
She's
year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's always the best year.
Well, that's your senior year, my junior.
junior year.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I remember the last semester. Remember, she's like, "Oh, we need to fit all 4 chapters in one." She's like, she got in trouble because she knows that like we weren't really doing anything.
Oh my god.
Yo, we all failed.
We did.
We all
Did
got
you guys
Fs.
really?
Yeah, we all got Fs that marking period.
Because of that teacher.
No, because she decided to actually teach something and she wanted us to learn everything and anything under the sun.
What was
The
her
last
name?
marking period.
I don't remember her
Cobb?
name, but I just remember she had big boobs.
Ms. Cobb.
She was small and had big boobs.
And she flirted with the football players, remember?
Oh
Yeah,
my
all the
God.
time.
Oh, no.
No way.
No,
I swear to God.
We were like, we didn't exist. That's why we did whatever we wanted, because we didn't exist in that class.
She didn't care.
Really?
Yeah, she was like the principal's niece or something like that.
Like related to the principal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Steinberg or whatever his name is?
No. We had
Applegate.
Applegate. He was nice
Applegate?
though.
He just had a Hitler mustache.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
No, it
Big
was
boobs, Hitler mustache.
actually
high school,
no. It
let's
was,
Character being remembered.
I know. I'm thinking about the other principal before him. Steinberg. It was Steinberg.
It was. I don't know.
Was Steinberg with like the tall guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
He's
principal.
like the director of board of ed or something. Like he's the one who hired me when I went for substituting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He worked for our school system.
Yeah. And
I
then
didn't know that.
and then
I
and
didn't
then
know
like
that.
the Hitler, we call him Hitler. We hated him our senior year.
Who's Applegate?
He's like, seniors, you're not allowed to decorate your hallways. You're not allowed to do school pranks. You're
You
not.
couldn't wear flip flops.
You can't wear flip flops and,
Really?
and spaghetti straps. So my whole class, like 85%,
I
went
told
in
you about
flip
that.
flops,
Yeah.
flip flops and spaghetti straps, and we all had an assembly.
Yeah, because
And I remember
if you wear spaghetti straps,
you're being provocative.
yeah, men think of sex.
Oh my gosh.
And
Were they
you-
passing out condoms in the classroom too?
Bro, like because we had sexy shoulders there.
That apparently turns them on. I don't know.
No, and then like I remember there was an assembly, and I remember a teacher being like, "What are you gonna do? Suspend all these kids?"
Oh
And then
my
he like
gosh.
backed out. He's like, "All right, fine. Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna
Gave
do?"
up.
We still did our pranks. We still decorated our hallway. We still did everything. What are you gonna do? Suspend the whole class?
The whole school,
Like-
because everyone was in on it.
Wow.
I forgot what my senior
That's
prank
crazy.
was.
Didn't you guys like fill up the whole hallways with like foam or something like that?
No, I think
Or
we like
balloons?
barbecued or something outside in the teachers' parking lot. Like the teachers
Wow.
couldn't park
My school.
because we wanted to do something, but we were a little bit scared
Yeah.
because of like the threat of like if you do it, you're not graduating. So we didn't want to go overboard. I mean, I wasn't really.
They have the police like this.
Yeah,
immediately.
literally. My class was like 146 people graduating.
My class was
125.
small too. It was like 50
We're
people.
just a small town.
It was really small. Yeah, I hate it.
Like our graduation lasted like an hour and a half. Like done.
Yeah, it's really quick.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know. It's totally off topic. No, it's on topic. Before we jump out, you just mentioned school pranks,
Yeah.
and my high school, when they did a school prank, they decided to have 3 pigs running loose.
Oh my
And it sounds
god!
like you guys already know what's going to come from that, but if not, then it's going to get a lot more interesting.
It's
Then
amazing.
tell me,
So-
'cause I don't
Literally
know.
amazing. Yeah.
It was like 3rd period or something, and right after cookie break, we had a cookie break, which they had, you get lemonade snacks pretty much for lunch.
yeah,
I'm eating a cookie break.
Yeah,
we didn't have cookie breaks.
it was kind of cool. They were a little bit overpriced, but I mean, kids love sugar, so why not?
Yeah.
So it was right after that, and we were all in class, and next thing you know, PA came on, and long story short, let's just kind of put it that way. We had 3 pigs running around, 3 pigs running around the school, and we weren't allowed to leave our class. We were in lockdown, so nobody can leave the class.
Oh my God.
And-
Wow. From 3 pigs.
Correct.
From 3 pigs.
So the unfortunate thing is that I was in the restroom, and I'm hearing the PA system, and it's kind of scary. I remember just running back to the class, and the door was locked, and the teacher had to open it up for me. I didn't see any pigs, luckily, but what the outcome of this whole thing was, there was 3 pigs. Again, I'm going to repeat that. There was a 1 spray painted on one of them, a 2 spray painted on one of them, and a 4 spray painted on one of them.
1, 2, and 4.
1, 2, and 4. School was called off for the rest of the day because they were looking for pig number 3. Who didn't exist. So at the end of the day,
that's the best.
whoever came up with that is probably a CEO of a company at this point.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because
Had
that
to
was
be.
just genius.
Whoever did that, please comment.
Yeah.
Drop a comment.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
pretty cool.
goodness.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, we did wars against other schools. Remember during homecoming? Is always with Spotswood. And
Because
remember,
they called us river rats.
yeah, but did you remember what they
course.
spray painted on our glass hallway?
No.
They said they wanted to put Spotswood.
Uh-huh.
Dumb people. They forgot the T.
Oh my god.
Spotwood.
Spa
Oh,
wood.
it's Spotwood.
Oh.
We were cracking on them at the game after that, and they didn't say anything.
It's our number 1 rivals, by the way,
Yeah.
for Southern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember our prank, to be honest. I don't even know what we did. But I wasn't a big fan of my class, so
I don't remember our prank either, actually.
I don't remember.
I honestly don't know if it was.
I mean, at my
I
senior
didn't
year,
get involved, so I don't remember. That's
my
why.
senior year was
weird for
under
me.
construction. Like the whole entire school was under construction. So like,
To finally get air conditioning or not?
yeah, like to rebuild everything, and then like so our yearbook,
I know, right? Oh my
Yeah.
god!
like
We didn't have air conditioning.
And we had
No.
to suffer.
yeah, and then like our yearbook was the theme construction because our year was under construction, and I was just like, this is no.
That's
like,
not even clever.
it's not. I was just like, I can't. And then like, our like that project, senior project thing or something like
I didn't
that.
go to that.
So what we did was we stayed in the school the whole night, and then I was just like, okay. So I went because my friends were going,
Yeah.
but like there's so many rules. Like you couldn't they were having fun. We were like pushing each other down the hallway with chairs and everything, and then they got in trouble for that. I'm like, so what's the point? We can't have fun. Yeah.
Oh,
We
that's
went
so
to-
weird.
we
We went somewhere else.
We went to like an indoor arcade type. I can't remember the name of it.
We did
I mean,
that,
I didn't
too.
go, but I heard that they went somewhere.
We did that too, like overnight or something like that. But unless if we were staying at the school waiting to go on the bus to go to that place, because we did go to an arcade place.
Yeah.
But it was like the
has to be.
smallest, weirdest thing. Like it was like the laser tag was literally like off-brand, like really gypped, like you had to wear straps, and it was like
Yeah.
you know, like
McDonald's Happy Meal pretty much.
yeah, basically. Like it was just like
It's like the Lego Batman movie.
yeah.
I love that movie. That movie's awesome.
I love that part.
So, like, it was, like, okay. It wasn't, like, the best thing. The only best thing that there was like, hand wax, like, wax. You could stick your hand in wax and all that and stuff like that, so.
Mine was actually pretty cool because we had a guest performer there, and it was I don't know if you guys remember who Romeo is.
Romeo?
He was like a rapper R&B.
Oh, Romeo, yeah.
He was there.
He was there?
He was
No
there.
way.
I swear. And it was like right before everyone was getting really tired. It was like midnight. We're supposed to be there all night, right? And this guy came on, and we're like, yeah! But we had no idea who he was until like
But
2
you're just
years
excited, like-
later. And we're like, wait a second.
I remember this song.
We know this guy.
He was in our lockdown.
Oh man,
That's funny.
High school. High
Yeah.
school was interesting.
The whole thing right there.
You know. Different.
Do you miss it?
High school?
Like, would you redo it?
Absolutely not. You couldn't pay me.
Did you go to your senior, like the, what is it called? 10 years out?
The
What's it called?
reunion.
The reunion.
Yes, I did.
You went?
We didn't have one.
That's insane.
Mine was supposed to be this
I
year.
was
but
waiting.
I don't think it's happening.
So I went to mine.
How was that?
Literally 20 people showed up.
Oh
So,
my
I swear, 20 people of the whole class showed up. And I have them all as friends on Facebook. So we showed up, and it was like, hey!
I know what you're doing with your life, because I see you.
Okay, bye!
Wait, where did you guys go?
Facebook kind of ruined all that.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
did. It was free RMR.
Oh, yeah, that's what it...
The
But who-
real
okay, let me ask you this. Who organizes that?
The class president.
See, that's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we're having one this year because I haven't seen anything about it.
We
or
never
heard
had
about it.
one.
Probably COVID ruined yours,
Yeah.
and they didn't even bother to be like, oh, sorry.
No, but mine was supposed to be in 2016.
Oh, that's well,
Let me take this away from you.
it was before my bad. So JB, it probably
You're talking about
ruined
mine. You're talking to the wrong person. It's
hers.
okay. That's okay.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
No, yeah, I was
forget
waiting.
what I
I was
said.
waiting. I'm like, how are they gonna even find us? Because like, I know a lot of people are not even in the state. So I wonder how they find you.
Facebook.
I don't know. Facebook,
But
I
then,
That's how I found mine.
Yeah, but like, what if you didn't have Facebook?
guess. Then they, I guess, old email address maybe
You're
whatever
a
they have.
recluse and
or
you
old
live in the
phone.
woods.
Yeah, so like back in the day when I guess maybe when cell phones and there wasn't Facebook, when you were like the class president, you were the one who conducted it, right?
Yeah.
So you have
MySpace?
to have anyone's phone
MySpace.
number to reach out to them.
MySpace.
Oh, maybe.
Shoot.
Or
Either that or
emails
emails or
or-
phone numbers or something.
AOL.
Even
mail.
before that, which
Or
is
mail.
weird.
Snail mail.
Or AIM.
Yeah.
AIM, AOL,
You hear
AIM.
the door?
Previous post worker here, present.
Maybe you just have to have the ability, the want to be found.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to hide and not be a part of that.
Then don't sign up for any emails or anything like that.
I mean,
That's
for a
true.
town like this, though, it's so small that it really is easy to find us because half of the time people haven't moved. Like, they're still
Yeah.
You still see them at gatherings. I'm like, hey, pass the message.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
That's true.
But, yeah.
I don't know. I was telling her the other day, I was like, I debated whether to go to mine or not. I don't know if I wanted to go. I wanted to go just see what was up, but then I'm like, I didn't talk to half my class. So.
Yeah.
I only talked to like one person from my class, and I still talk to her to this day, Caitlin.
Do you?
Yeah, but that's only the one person I talk to. From
Do you
that
talk to
class.
anybody from your class?
Yeah, I still have Vlada, Diana, Diane Youssef, Samira. Like, I still... it was us 5 girls. Like,
Yeah.
it was always us 5, you know? And...
That's cool though.
yeah.
That's nice.
It was... We always talked, like, ever since we were 10.
Yeah,
So,
that must be nice.
still kind of talk to them.
Yeah.
Every now and again. We say hi, you know. Kids. Marriage.
Life.
Different states, life.
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
moves on.
I hated so for me, I would go to a different high school around my area's high school reunion because I didn't like any of the kids in my high school.
No.
No, but if the pigs were there, then maybe now.
No, that pig story was awesome.
I think they're
Those
baking at
pigs.
this point.
Yeah, exactly.
We did have bacon this morning.
Wait,
Okay, there we
that
go.
first
Pig
one.
number three.
There
At
you
least
go.
pig number 3 is free.
Jeez.
Let me ask you, did you go to your senior prom?
No,
Me
because I
neither.
was dating a jerk who didn't want me to go because he was too old.
Really?
Yeah, I remember Jonathan.
Oh my god.
What's up, Jonathan? you
I
were the
remember.
worst.
Well, apparently he's too old, so he might be listening to podcasts.
Burn.
We have to record that sound to use it.
So we could use it.
I went sophomore year and junior year. I didn't go senior year.
I just went senior year with
Yeah.
Chris. That's the only time I went.
I think I went every year except for my senior year.
Wow.
Which
I got-
is kind
yeah.
of annoying.
Yeah.
I kind of regret it in a sense. I should just wait till senior year.
Going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a party. It's a reason
It's just
to dance
yeah.
and eat.
Everybody wanted me to go senior year, and I'm like, nah. Like, come on. Nah. I already went the past few years.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing every year. Just different theme. That's it.
Well, funny story. My freshman year, I got asked by a senior. His name was Alex. We were friends. He was like, "Can you come with me?" I was like,
Aw.
"Sure, why not?" You know?
That's cute.
So we went, and this venue was beautiful. And like to enter the bathrooms, they had these massive, like the size of this room, like was the size.
Wait,
of
where
those
did you
doors.
go?
Wow, really?
I had no idea. I can't even begin to
It was so
remember.
long.
We went to, from what I can remember, the Addison on 35.
Was it like that grand?
You know where I Play America used to be?
I have no idea what anything in Jersey is anymore.
You know, if you
hence
take,
Florida.
Yeah.
you know 35 South?
No.
Okay. Never mind.
It's just a venue. There
Well,
you
you
go.
know, remember the venue I showed you on the way to go see Mom? I said, I had my prom there.
Yeah.
It was a huge place. It's beautiful inside.
It might be that because it was literally the most grand thing I've ever remembered at that point being in.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to use the bathroom really bad, and I had these really cute heels, but like they were open pumps. And I go to open the door, the big glass door, to use the bathroom. And there was just enough room underneath the door where it ran over my toe. And it pushed my entire toe inside, my nail inside of my skin.
No, stop.
Your whole entire toenail went inside underneath your skin.
Inside.
So your toe was bare, like
Gone. The next day, my parents said, "Stop being such a wussy. You have soccer. Play soccer."
Oh my god.
You played soccer?
The next day. Cleats, socks,
And cleats are tight.
no.
everything.
I'm sure
I
you're
had to
in
have
pain.
surgery done. They had to remove my whole everything. They had to poke a needle in my...
Oh.
Yeah, it was like so bad.
Oh my God.
All because of this stupid prom.
You're like, I'm traumatized from prom.
Wow.
That
You're
is
like cursed
it.
because you're the most accident-prone person I've ever
I
met.
so am.
That's crazy. That
Scary.
had hurt. Did you guys ever when you were freshmen? I don't know if you guys remember, but did you have like a senior ask you to be their freshman?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember who
no.
that person
Yeah,
is,
I had
yes.
it, but I don't remember who. I
Was that
remember
a
who I
prom? Was that
asked.
prom?
No, like when you enter high school.
Oh, like a
When
little.
you're
Like a
freshman.
buddy system.
Yeah, okay.
It's like seniors protect the freshmen.
Yeah,
and
you
juniors
big and a
protect the
little.
sophomores.
I don't think I had one. I can't remember if I did, but I remember choosing one. Oh my god. I remember choosing one. It was one of our good friends, your goddaughter, Camilla. So, yeah, I
Still
remember
today,
doing that,
she's like,
but-
"Oh, there's my senior."
Yeah, we still. I till this day say, "There's my freshman."
Did I ever get to... I never got to pick freshman.
No.
No.
I never did.
Because you were in the hospital because you broke your toe, man.
Oh,
Or because of
right.
Jonathan.
Yeah. Yeah, and the glass
You're the
door.
worst.
Yeah, I went sophomore year with my ex. Ugh, that's the worst too.
Ugh.
Regret it.
That's a whole nother podcast right
No,
there.
that's not even worth a podcast.
Yeah.
And then my junior year, my cousin Jonathan, he was always homeschooled. So he's like,
Really?
Yeah, he was always homeschooled.
know
Not homeschooled. I'm sorry. He was always in a private school, like a Christian school.
Oh, okay.
So he came over. My mom, you know how my mom. Oh, she's going to prom, and my cousin's like, I want to go to prom.
You
Right?
were your cousin.
So then my aunt's like, oh, you should take him to prom. I'm like, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to prom. I'm like, I'm not in the mood to go to prom. I don't really care. I already went last year. And he's like, oh, come on. Like, I want to go. I was like, fine, let's go. So we went. So the girl that dated my ex hit on my cousin that night. I was like, girl, sit. No. So your cousin's hot. I'm like, no, sit.
Like, sit down.
I told my cousin, I'm like, she's the one who dated my ex. She was my best friend. He goes,
She's the home wrecker.
and then he's like,
And whoever that was, please like and comment.
and then so he was like, oh, that's her? I was like, don't be loud. He goes, that's her? He goes, all right, cool story, chill, bro. I ain't talking to you. He became like protective, like, yo, he was having the time of his life. He was dancing. He was,
Oh my God.
and he's the type of person that, Like, you take him out to eat, he drops his food all the time.
Oh my god.
Clumsy.
That's where I got it from,
Yeah.
too.
So we walk in and they were serving like little appetizers, cocktail hour.
In a prom?
Yeah, yeah. They were serving us like chicken wings, like
Cool.
stuff like that.
Man.
And we were about to take our picture, and he had a nice suit, not like tuxedo, like white vest and everything. He matched me, and we're walking in. He goes, "Oh, a wing." I'm like, "No, no." Because we're about to take a picture. I was like, and if your mom sees that you have a stain on your shirt, she's gonna kill you. Wait, no, but I'm just gonna have one. I'm like, no. I'm sorry, you can walk away. Like, I told the waiter to walk away because I'm like, you're not having one.
Are you serious?
And then when we went to go sit and eat, and he picked up his fork and his food. I'm like, I told you.
You should have brought a bib.
So I was like, no, we're not touching the appetizers right now.
Oh my gosh.
And then senior year, I'm just like, no. By senior year, I was so over it. I just wanted to leave high school at that point. I just wanted to graduate and get out.
I was happy to graduate.
I didn't get to experience prom.
No.
So,
Aww,
I mean,
Brett.
what she did for me, this lovely lady next to me, what she did for me
what'd
is
you
she
do?
actually threw me a prom.
I did.
Did you really?
I did. I surprised him with one.
Where's the
when?
invite?
No, it was just the me and him.
Oh,
There was like
okay.
cats and a dog there and stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
I got balloons and stuff, and I made
But-
this little
so
seating
for me-
arrangements.
Oh.
Yeah, so for
That's
me,
cute.
the one benefit of that, which is so awesome, is everybody here that went to prom could say, I only like a certain amount of people in my prom. I liked everybody in my prom. It was a good time. So it was cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, well, because he told me, it's like, I've never been to prom, and I'm like, well, I have an idea, and
Did you dress up and everything?
I dressed up. Yeah, and I set up our table, I put little candles.
Did you have the same heels that you wore when you broke your toe?
Those are in the garbage. But
Good thing is there's a couple more toes, so she probably broke another one.
I do have a bruise on another toe because I
Yeah.
walked into a weight thing. I think I told you that.
Well, I ran into Mackenzie and my toe still broken.
I fractured your toe.
Hence,
Bro,
knock on wood.
yo, dead ass, look. It's like
yeah.
still,
Oh my god.
and that happened back in January.
It's,
You got two big toes.
it's slightly.
Oh
It's
my
like,
gosh.
but it hurts a little bit still.
Knock on wood, I haven't broken a bone. Knock on
Me
wood.
either.
Me neither.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I thought you said you broke a toe.
No,
The nail.
almost.
Oh, well, I never even almost broke a bone.
Oh my god. No, I don't know. I don't want to know that feeling.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
Somebody told me, a friend of mine back in the days, he was a skateboarder, he broke his arm, and he said he felt his bones shatter down his arm and fall all the way to his hand.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
And he goes, and when he lifted his hand up in the air, he felt the bones come all over.
Oh,
So, yeah, I guess ever since then I said, I don't think I want to do that. So,
Yeah, it was the beginning of last year, or I can't remember. It was last year or this year. I think it was last year because it was summer. I went to a party. Actually, Chris's brother hosted for a DJ, so I went to go and hang out and stuff like that.
Oh, like
and then,
that ate
that where you dropped
the
off
50s
something.
part? No, what was it?
It was like the 80s party or
80s
disco
party.
party or something like that.
yeah.
So we were hanging out, chilling, having fun and all that. And then there was not many kids, but there was the closest family's kids there, whoever lived there, And they had a playground. They were playing in the playground, whatever. And I went inside. We were talking, and all of a sudden I hear everybody freaking out, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And he broke his arm, and all I see is his arm shaped as an L.
Oh no!
And I was like,
No.
"Oh no!" And he is this he was 8 years old or something like that, and he did not cry at all. He was just chilling, and everybody was just freaking out and holding his arm or whatever. But he was just took it like a champ. And then that's the time when Chris actually picked me up, and that's when they drove off to the hospital and put a cast on. And
What happened though?
Well, they had to put it back into place and put a cast on.
What did he fall or?
Yeah, he fell off the playground. It was pretty high playground too. So, but I was just he's taking it like a champ right now because I would have been crying my eyes out.
Yeah.
And he didn't even cry at the hospital. When they put it back in too. I heard that hurts too. But
Yeah, because they got to put it back into place.
man, I would have been crying. I don't know.
But
I
what's
can't
your
handle it.
worst injury you've had?
My worst injury. I almost want to say it was my toe.
Hey, that's what it
That's
is.
what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't count as an injury, I guess, but when I had COVID, because my oxygen level
Yeah,
dropped
you
and I was in the
were bad.
hospital.
You were bad.
Yeah. I remember
I was
that.
like worried.
Yeah.
That was scary.
I kept asking your mom, like, is she okay?
You couldn't
Yeah.
even talk.
I could not talk because even talking was like exhausting to me,
Yeah.
and I would have to stop and I would have to put the oxygen in, and I would have to use my inhaler, and it was just like I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it
crazy.
was really rough. So
Yeah, I couldn't even see you. I had to go like pull up the car and just look in the window of the.
Oh.
Oh, really?
yeah, it turned out the whole time he was looking at the wrong
I was looking
window.
at the window. Yeah.
That person's like, what the
The
hell?
crazy thing was like I was like, "Is there a nurse standing at your window right now?" And he's looking out, and she goes, "Yeah."
Oh
And I'm like,
my
I'm
gosh.
looking in your window, but in reality, I guess it was someone else's nurse. I have no idea.
Someone else's door.
That's crazy. I parked there just looking at the wrong. I don't know. That's,
Oh my god.
Man, I was there, so I was closer to you,
Probably
I
the
guess.
patient in there is like, why is there a creepy man staring in my window?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
I'm making like the heart logo in my
Oh.
hand.
He would just come every day and just like park and like wave.
Really?
Well, we were on the phone together, but it was still.
It's
Yeah.
different.
Like, look
though.
outside, yeah. It's the little things, that matter. But, Brett, what's your worst energy?
My
memory?
worst. I'm glad you asked. I can remember the pain. And
Hey,
I
never
guess-
mind.
I guess what comes on my mind, I guess there was probably some bad injuries when I was younger. I don't remember, but the one that was more recent was through work. I deal with like metal a lot,
Oh my god.
and it was rainy, and of course I slipped out of my hands. I dropped like probably 100-something pounds of metal that were very sharp. Of course, of course it is, and it goes on top of a roof. And it's called hip and ridge. And what happened was it came down onto my leg and shaved off my skin.
Oh,
It was hanging off.
So it didn't hurt that bad immediately, but I looked down and saw white, and it was my bone. So it didn't even bleed that bad. It just
because I'm really bad with
I
like.
could picture that. That is
Yeah.
I
disgusting.
know that's what I'm like.
and if you can't picture it, I have pictures of that you
No,
can picture. But,
I'm
I would
good.
love to see that, actually.
You
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
show her. I'm really
Yeah.
bad at like. seeing
it
stuff
was
like that.
mainly just painful. Just it didn't hurt like it wouldn't hurt as you think because I just was honestly I went to like a guard gate of a community and I said, hey, you have like a Band-Aid or something? And he gave me like one of those little ones that if you get a bee sting, a tiny one. He goes, "What can you do?" So I stuck my leg out the window and he goes, is that your bone? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, oh man, I don't have anything that can help you there.
Oh my
But he did give me
God.
like a packet of Band-Aids that I was able to use throughout the day.
Kind of like just.
Wait, you didn't go to the hospital?
No, it was. I mean,
He had Nurse Jessica at home.
She's a yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
happened when you guys were dating?
Correct, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was recent. It was probably like a year ago.
What did you think?
Really?
And I have the scar, and I'll show you. You can see the
Ooh,
scar.
no.
Yeah,
It's
I dressed his
right by,
wound.
when we were jumping, it's right by there. That's all it is.
Oh, it's right
It's that
there.
tiny little thing.
Yo,
but
I'm
my skin peeled all the
thinking
way
it's
back.
like
Wow.
down this way.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
all of
that's
this is
what I was
open.
thinking, yeah.
Honestly, it was hanging skin,
Yeah.
and
That
it was just
scar.
like dried blood, like all
Yeah.
over his leg, and I was like, okay, let me put on my gloves. You know, like
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just the reason why is like I think anybody if they see the a bone beside your teeth, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, of course.
And I think that's why I freaked out a little bit, and it was fine. The pain was fine. The only thing that really hurt was constantly changing the Band-Aid and putting
Yeah.
the
See
gauze
that?
and stuff on.
That reminds me of I have a scar right here, right on top of my forehead.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I got it when I was 12. We were running and we visited family in South America, and we have an uncle. Well, had an uncle that he had a farm, and like in like different countries, like their rooftop of like their houses, whatever, it's all metal.
Yeah.
So I remember I got dropped off like early in the morning. I was running around with my cousin around the farm. We were playing whatever, and I turned the corner, and the chicken house was right there. I didn't see it. So when I turned the corner, I ran right into it. Pop.
Sorry.
But you know what the crazy thing is? I'm sorry. I ran right. So I go back, and I go, ow. Like, whatever, right? I see my cousin. She turns white.
Your whole head's
And
open.
she pretty much, she starts crying. And I'm like, I'm fine. And then I feel something like this, and I go like this, it's just blood.
Oh, yeah.
So I start crying, not because I just got hurt, because of the blood that I saw.
Because you see red.
Yeah. So we ran inside the house. I told my aunt. My aunt's like, oh, no, it's okay. So we washed it off, put a Band-Aid on, whatever. You're fine. You're going to be okay. That was like at 2 in the afternoon. I get back to my grandparents at like 10 o'clock at night. We're talking about 8 hours later. I told my mom, yeah. She's like, what's with the Band-Aid? She's like, I'm like, no, I got hurt today. When she opens it, my skin opened up where you can kind of see my bone. And she was she's like, we're going to the hospital. I started crying. I'm like, I don't want stitches. Like, I was like, no, we're not doing this right now. So when my grandfather was like, oh, it's too late. Like, you can't stitch it up because it's way too open. Like, I don't know. It was like something weird like that.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's what I said. But when you're 12 and you're hearing that you're not going to get stitched, I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Like, we don't have to go. But then after that, every 2-3 hours, I kept hearing my name. I would cry because they had to put peroxide and alcohol
That's what I
and
was doing
change
for
and,
him, yeah.
And it was the most painful. So every time I heard my name, I was like, oh my God, no, I don't want to do this. Like, I was like, I'd rather get stitches at this point. And I couldn't. It was too late.
I got stitches in my face. I don't know which side is it? Like this side?
This side, right there.
From my left side? I remember just running around in the basement after, like, the pool. Like, you know, those tiles?
Mm.
So I was running around, and my brother was chasing after me, I think. And we had, like, a round glass table. And I was running, and I slipped, and I fell right on top of it. And the glass broke and slipped my face right close to my eye. And then I don't remember the pain. I just remember my mom handing me ice and putting it to my face and like taking me somewhere. And then,
The
like,
doctor.
Was it the doctor?
Yeah, she rushed it to the doctor because she noticed how deep the cut was. And since it was glass, she was worried that maybe there's glass in there.
But I don't remember the pain. Like, I don't remember anything. I just remember I remember him stitching up my face, but I don't remember I don't even know.
I think you were like 7 or 8.
Something like that.
About.
I just remember like vivid like little pieces of it, but not the pain, thank God. But yeah, I remember him stitching on my face, me crying my eyes out because I was just scared. Mm-hmm. And then that's it. And do we even have pictures of that?
Probably
somewhere. Yeah.
Like we saw home video, what was it, a year ago or so? And you see me with a huge gauze right here, walking around with a huge Band-Aid.
And a matching cheek scar.
Pretty much.
At the same exact time.
I still, like, I try to remember the pain. I can't remember the pain because I don't know.
I guess it wasn't that, painful that we don't remember it. But that was my worst one. I don't remember having any other injury or anything like that.
No bee stings for you over here?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my gosh.
I got bee stung.
I had a wasp
I did.
right here.
I had a nest of wasps attack my hand.
No way.
Yeah, when I was delivering mail.
Really?
Because I was...
Like recent?
Yeah, when I was working in the post office.
No way.
I swear, I opened up the mailbox as I was in a rush. I was running late. I opened up the mailbox and I turned around to get the mail with my other hand. But my hand was still out touching the mailbox. Mm-hmm. And I didn't notice that there was a freaking wasp nest inside. And all of a sudden I feel... And I was like... Ah! And I didn't even put the mail in. I just took off.
Like, here's your mail. Like, just throw it.
Screw you guys. I never went back. Like, I had that route for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, these people are not getting their mail because...
They need to do something about that.
That's insane.
And there were like 3 mailboxes next to it, and I'm like, none of them are getting their mail. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I had like 5 bee stings on my hand.
Good thing you're not
They all
allergic.
attacked me.
You're not allergic, right?
No, but I'm like terrified.
No,
I'm so scared.
And you got bit by that cat too.
It's still, look.
Yeah.
They're still not healed.
Healing. Wow.
And I have the scar here. This is another one.
I got the scar from my old cat. Remember Dexter and was it Lexi? Yeah, when she was a scaredy cat, and she I just stepped on the plastic bag, and she got scared and like jumped off my arm and then like scratched the hell out of my arm. But I have scars on that. But
Don't like cats have like saliva or something that's kind of like toxic or something?
it's bacteria. Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot what it's
Toxoplasmosis?
No, that's in their poop.
That's the only word I know.
No, that's I forgot what bacteria, but it can not Bordetella. I don't know, but it can like cause you to have like health issues and stuff like that. So like one of my coworkers, she's experienced all these like health issues, but she swears it's because she got bit by a cat, like because she's just having all these like immune system problems and all that, and they can't figure out what's going on with her.
Oh, weird.
So
That's insane.
let me look it up because you know what? That's bothering me now.
Because you can't think of the name.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, because like, I don't know, it's just weird that if like any other animal bit you, that would have healed by now. And that's
I
something
know.
it's
What?
like-
How long ago was that?
At least a month, 2 months.
And it's like it looks like a fresh scab. Like a
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was just like recent.
No, it's been 2 months or more, maybe.
That's insane.
It was like a neighborhood cat, and it was like, oh, hey, what's up? And we're like, oh my god, you're so cute. And I went to go let it smell my hand, and it was like, ah! And it like grabbed my arm and
my
wouldn't
God.
let go. And it was like,
Yeah, it was like a zombie cat.
Like how?
And I was like, F you, you stupid cat! And it hurt so bad, and it just kept bleeding, and I'm like, I'm gonna
Yeah, it
die.
almost gave you like immediate anger.
I was so upset.
Because
Oh,
you were
I would
like,
be
you were like,
pissed
I
too.
can't believe that cat just. I was petting it, and I took the
being
time.
nice.
I even bent over to pet it.
Yeah,
Like, it was
well,
just
I
like-
didn't even pet it. I was just letting it smell me, and it attacked. And I'm like, you stupid cat. So now I still see it in the neighborhood, and I'm like,
Like get the hell away from me.
yeah.
It's like the movie Elf when he hugs a raccoon.
Oh yeah.
Somebody need a hug. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love that movie.
I after all these years of working in animal field, the veterinary clinic, I have not gotten bit like that bad.
Really?
Yeah,
That's surprising.
maybe scratched.
From
But-
like scared.
Yeah, but I
From being
can't remember
scared.
getting bit. But it was so funny. We had a cat. I remember my old job had a cat. She's really old, but she was on an oxygen tank, but she never had her rabies vaccine. So with handling like non-rabies vaccine, you have to like really be careful because whatever. So I was handling this cat because I had to, but technically I wasn't supposed to because I didn't have my rabies vaccine. So you can't handle, of course, non-vaccinated, whatever. But I still did, whatever. But, the only thing I did was I literally opened up the door to give it water. This cat was, like, the friendliest cat. But this cat was, like, meow, and, like, gently scratched me on my chest. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, what do I do now? Because I was new. I didn't know what to do. Like,
It was like death.
yeah. Because it was basically... it was basically dying because like it was old,
Yeah.
So like she's like my turn, So I was like, all right, so
I'm dying
great.
anyway, so it
Yeah.
don't matter.
So I go to my manager. I'm like, I don't know what to do because I was new. I don't know, what protocol to take. I literally had to like sign like my what is that called
Like
not
a waiver?
not work comps, but like if something happens to you at work, you
Like
know.
a waiver.
Is it? I don't know. But yeah, I had to explain in paper what exactly happened and all that. I'm like, just for this little tiny scratch on my chest. I'm like,
like life insurance?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the way that they said something it scared me because I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I was new to everything. So, but
Just
now
in
to this
case
day, I'm
you
like,
die.
whatever. Yeah.
It is not our fault.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you. Goodbye.
We'll meet you at your funeral.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but it was like the gentle scratch I ever like dealt with. It was so cute, but I don't know. But have you ever got bitten by anything other than bees?
BB.
Oh, yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah, jeez.
BB.
I
She's
would've
a
said-
whole nother breed.
Because she's so sweet, but they have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, she bit you a few times.
Well, yeah, well,
In the head,
mainly
remember?
the one,
Yeah, I remember she attacked my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it freaked me out because I guess that was my first time here. There's no scar.
No.
And everyone's looking like, cat bit you in the
Like,
face and
where
there's no
is
scar? Yeah, that's why I have it in my beard because
To hide all those scars.
No, but I was here and I think the other cats in the scent, And I think that's right when her and I started getting close because, she was getting, she would rub up against me and come to me and, accept me at the house. And when we went back to Florida, that's when I realized, well, I guess, anyway, she jumped on me and she was crawling over me and loving on me like she would and just started doing. And that's when she just, like, freaked out. Like, I took my hand away for a second.
She just turned around.
And she
dang.
And just that meow and just, I remember it was a scratch. Like, she grabbed down me with her claws, and then her mouth just bit me in the eye.
What?
And it shocked me so much. I was like, what just happened? And I felt blood, like what you mentioned, when I had blood pouring down my face. It was very warm.
It was like...
And it just didn't stop coming down.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And ever since then, like, it was, when she say a love-hate relationship, every once in a while she'll come up to me, but if she comes up when I can't keep eyeing her, I'm like, no. I don't trust her.
Yeah.
But we'll still...
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
But it is kind of funny though. Like, it's a love-hate because I'll chase her around the house now.
Yeah.
And she'll hiss at me, and it's kind of crazy.
Just to play around with her.
I just play around with her, and she'll hiss, and I'm like, yeah, you scared, and then I do it really because Pika loves it, because she'll chase her and bark.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's
And it's like the only time Pika is like, oh yeah, we're fighting.
I'm gonna help Dad.
Well, that one year when I went to go visit you guys, remember for my birthday weekend?
Yeah.
And I went to go sleep in the guest room, and she just comes randomly and starts running and attacks my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
She smelled the other cats.
She does like...
Oh, that's probably what it
The
was.
thing with the paws, like...
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
10 times or 30 times, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. That cat is a different breed.
We should go down to Florida.
She's calmed down now, though,
Yeah.
ever since Lily, a
Yeah,
little
remember?
bit.
I told you to get me, like, that's what you had to do, was just get another cat.
Get another.
Because I remember she kept attacking you, too.
She
was
was. She
bad.
was being really mean, and
Yeah.
now she's a little better.
A little.
Yeah.
A little.
But yes, you should come down to Florida. You should come hang
Yeah, we
out
could
with me.
podcast in Florida.
We can.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Special guest, part 2.
And just talk about your experience. Like, wow, there's a lot of palm trees here and a lot of angry cats.
Yeah.
And then I guess we don't hear the yes.
Oh, you'll hear me.
No,
You'll
it might,
hear
it'll follow.
Yeah.
Like I said before, you
You'll
can
take
take
it
the
with
jersey out of the girl.
You can't. You can't.
But you can't take the jersey. What did I just say?
You can't take a jersey at a girl, and then you're like, you can't.
Yeah.
I think that's just your
never
cat,
mind.
Your cat injuries are really
Really get into
lingering.
you.
My Bidenisms. And anyway.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, we had a great talk today.
Thank you guys for being on.
Yeah,
you're
thank
welcome.
you.
This was fun.
Until next time, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys should be on every time you visit.
Yes.
Or every time you visit.
Anytime we visit,
We
you
need to
guys
plan.
visit.
I need a vacation ASAP.
Come.
Yeah.
I'm off Thursdays and Sundays.
Just go Wednesday night and leave Thursday night.
Right? Like one day trip.
And come back Sunday.
Sure.
No.
Oh, man.
But thank you guys. We had a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
And at least you guys get to hear yourself talk now.
Yeah.
Yay!
Sounding weird and
I
like
want to
children.
see like everyone's comments going, wow, that guy has such a weird voice. He's
No.
great. And then I'll never speak again.
Yeah,
She
she's a
really
baby.
does sound like a child.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we got your back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
children or weird.
Maybe a little.
Yes, we are.
Until our next episode of
DJ Talk. Have a good week, guys.
Bye, guys.